Welcome back, mate. Can you just give us an update on that knee and what actually happened, and I guess your fears of what it might have been? Because it looked pretty serious on the telly.
Yeah, thank you. It's obviously great to be back. Obviously had a bit of a scare there in Johannesburg, and obviously when you have a non-contact knee injury, it's you always have some dark fears there. But I was lucky just to bang a bit of cartilage, and was pretty sore for a few days to a week there, and then it settled really well when I got back to Australia and trained all last week, and have a really good week's prep this week. Give me plenty of confidence this weekend.
Yeah, hot all afternoon, so you're sure you can sweat it out for 80 if you have to.
Yeah, no, I guess playing over in South Africa in altitude definitely gives the group a lot of confidence. And this week we've had a tough week. We've had a good week's prep in the heat here, which has been a nice change. It's something we've really enjoyed, and I got no doubt whoever is needed to play 80 will be ready to go.
You're obviously facing some of the best forwards in the world, Pablo Matera. What are you seeing from this Pumas team?
Well, they've been unbelievable this year and even the last few years. This year they've already beaten the British Irish Lions, the Kiwis, which are two of the best teams in the world. So we know what we're up against. And last year we versed them, and we had one win and we had one very tough loss there. So we definitely know what we're coming up against, and they've got a few world-class forwards there, which we need to be on our game to stop.
Pablo's been named at number 8. Do you relish that sort of challenge coming up against a player like him?
Yeah, definitely. You always want to try and one up the person opposite your position. That's sort of, if everyone can try and do a job on their number, it's a lot helps the team go on the way to get a win. And I got no doubt Pablo's so important to their team, so we're gonna have to stop him because when he's playing good footy, they're a tough team to beat.
Has there been, sorry, you made some other changes to the pack with Hooper in the second row. What's he going to sort of bring to the team?
Yeah, Hoops has been awesome for us. You've seen every game he's played this year since getting a go in the starting jersey. He's taken it with both hands, and he played a lot of second row this year for Brumbies. He's played a lot of second row in his career, and obviously Skelt's out is a loss for us, but Hoops has been playing some great footy, and for him, it's just he loves the tight stuff. He loves carrying, loves defending, and loves just being anywhere around the breakdown. So we'll relish that role in the middle of the field.
Obviously we saw what Will did on the field. Off the field, what were kind of things you took out of just having that extended period with him? Heard he's a bit of a prankster, so he's going to be missed there. But what did you take out of his time off the field with him?
Yeah, he was awesome for us. The moment he stepped into the group, everyone was drawn to him, just his personality, and obviously we all see what he does in the field, but what he does around the group will definitely be missed. And yeah, he loves a joke, but he loves rugby. He's always talking about rugby. Obviously in France, I think the time zones are really good to watch a lot of different rugby. So he's always watching Super Rugby and obviously all the footy over there. So he's got so much knowledge, and he's definitely someone we'll miss.
Hopefully he'll be back at some point before the summer's out.
Yeah, definitely. I know how much he loves playing in this gold jersey, and how much he'll miss at least playing the next few games. So I know we would all love to have him back whenever we can, and I've got no doubt he's the same.
Yeah, I know that you've done a couple of games up here, both for the Reds and the Wallabies, playing in Townsville. Is it nice to kind of have a different change of scenery, play at a different venue, kind of go out to the regional area? Has it been something the boys have really wished to get in and enjoy?
Yeah, boys have loved it here. Obviously, you still get used to playing at a few similar stadiums and staying at the same hotels, where here we've had a great week staying in Townsville, training at some world-class facilities there at Cowboys. And even just the people up here, it's always nice to be around some different people, and seeing a few gold jerseys be worn as the weeks come on has been awesome to see. And we know there's a lot of people who love rugby up here and a lot of the regional areas around here. So it is especially a test match up here, and I think it's been 4 years in between test matches here, so it's great to see one back here.
Yeah, obviously it's going to be very, very hot. Temperatures are meant to hit 30 degrees at kickoff. Are there any unique challenges in terms of preparation that you're going to kind of have to do when you're dealing with, playing rugby in conditions that hot?
Yeah, well, obviously you definitely need to stay on top of your hydration. I'm sure you're going to see a lot of boys from both teams who are going to be struggling at points in the game, but that's why we do our pre-seasons. That's why we work so hard on the training paddock to be ready for it. And someone who plays the Queensland Reds a January, February pre-season up here, it gets pretty hot, so at least we're prepared for that. And that's the beauty of taking footy up here. You get different, unique challenges, and it's probably different to playing in Sydney, where it's probably pretty cool at the moment. So we're ready for that challenge, and we can't wait for it.
Filippo comes into the 23. Can you touch on his season at the Reds and the influence he has on the club?
Yeah, it's awesome to see Filippo back in there. Obviously, he had an awesome career at Reds and then went and had a year in Melbourne, has come back and won our Player of the Year. And I think that's the sort of impact he had there. And he's just a great person who's just happy to be around, and he trains hard every session, and then now he gets the opportunity to pull on that gold jersey again, which I know he's super excited. And as you probably saw in his photo when he got named in the 23, he's super stoked to be back.
Harry, obviously Tom's back. He's back in the starting spot after some fairly rough treatment against the Lions. What are you expecting from Tom, and how's he been training from your perspective?
Yeah, Tom's he's been really good this week. He's looks pretty refreshed, to be honest. He'd obviously had a big couple of months there, back end of Super into the Lions series, and the way he stood up in those periods and was awesome for such a young fella, getting starting debut in some of the biggest matches you could have. So he'll take plenty of confidence from that, and it's like he's had a little pre-season over the last 3-4 weeks. He looks really fit, and you can see he's pretty excited to get back out there, and we can't wait to have him back out there too.
Are expecting a crowd of about 20,000 or so here tomorrow in Townsville. How exciting is that? I know you touched on rugby communities earlier, but it's normally NRL, Cowboys are out, but it sounds like you're going to get a lot of support here tomorrow from North Queensland.
Yeah, it's really special. Obviously, you see probably a rugby league area, get it behind the rugby is awesome, and an Arva kick-off on a Saturday, I don't think it gets much better than that, and there'll be a lot of running rugby, and I'm sure everyone will enjoy it. And it's just great for, I guess, the people who probably normally have to travel via plane a fair few hours to get to test matches, to be able to just maybe spend a few hours in the car and get there and watch some test footy.
And I suppose, how's the side feeling? You obviously had one over in South Africa. Is the team feeling good, confident, continuing to build that type of thing as the championship progresses?
Yeah, we're definitely getting more confident. I guess when you're putting out consistently good performances, the confidence grows in the group. And for us, the confidence we get is by training well. And this has been another week where our preparation's been solid. We've got everything we needed to instill confidence to go there and put a good job on this weekend. And we know what team Argentina are. We know what's coming, and we've not taken them lightly. We've prepped as hard as we could, and we've watched them as much as we could. And it's